Okay, this is yesterday, and the person stalking me and has illegal access to either a cloned or a mirrored copy of my SIM card began stalking me from the address 2600 Emigrant Way. I left my property, went to Walmart in Fernley. I didn't go in Walmart, just to the parking lot. There was a woman who was coming from Reno to buy 5 of my birds. So I met her in the parking lot. That was half the distance between both of us. So actually I met her son-in-law, who came and picked up the birds from me. And then I dropped off one of my dogs over at a friend's and came back home. On the way home, I stopped at the bank and put the money in the bank. Those were my actual activities. So this person, they have a way of knowing when I leave my property and following me. So they know that I left. And again, I've also detected trackers on my car. And when I get a chance to get down and remove them. The thing about that, and just like with changing the SIM cards, 5 minutes later, they're right back in. So some things are just a bother. It's not going to change anything. They're going to turn right around. My car will be tagged again in 10 minutes, an hour, the same day. And the same thing with the SIM card. We changed SIM cards to all of our devices 4 or 5 times. And within 24 hours, they were right back in. So after a point, it's just... And then also, the thing about the internet and data, it's recorded on both ends. It's not just recording me, it's also recording them. So every day, everything they do is another count for the federal agencies that are investigating. So it's just giving them more and more data, more and more details, more and more information to deal with these people. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, this is what happened yesterday. And I think yesterday's date was the 24th. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I think yesterday was the 24th. I will definitely verify and put it in the information. So anyway, stalkers left from 206 Emigrant Way is where they began from. Get this out the way. And of course, I drove on Highway 50. I did not go all over the place. And I went straight, no stops, no variations, straight shot to Walmart. So I didn't go inside of Walmart. I was in the parking lot towards the front end, by the street. And then from there, I didn't go to the Dollar Tree or anything like that. Oh, I did make one more stop, but that was after I dropped the dog off with my friend. So I went to Walmart. Certain animals I've taken in a lot of what they call death row dogs and feral dogs, retrained them and placed the ones that could be placed with homes and families, and then the ones that couldn't be because they were a bit too dangerous, or had some serious issues that someone really who knew how to deal with it had to have the animal. So those ones stay with me and I keep. Now, the one dog I dropped off at a friend's actually is a dog that I purchased for my granddaughter, and who lives with me. The problem with her is, even though people will buy dogs in mixed breeds, Great Pyrenees are livestock guardian dogs, and we have several of them. And I have the ones that are my personal animals that we purchased, that are our animals. Then we have the ones that are part of the program that we taken in and take care of. Well, when you mix breeds of dogs, you don't know what temperament you're going to get. Pyrenees are specifically bred to guard livestock and protect livestock. But every now and then, especially if you mix it with another breed, even if the two breeds are livestock guardian dog breeds, you still don't know what you're going to get when you mix dogs. And in the case of this particular dog, she's fine with our goats and the baby goats, but we have turkeys and geese and chickens and game birds, and we have a lot of fowl of all different forms, and she will kill them. So she has to be kept under much, much tighter constraints than the other dogs, where I can let them loose in the pens with the other animals. No, not this one. So my friend doesn't have any of those things, and but he has lots and lots and lots of goats. And the goats right now, this time of year, are kidding, and he's got lots and lots of little babies, which everything from hawks to coyotes, there's so many things that you have to protect them from. So we loaned her. She can be of more service and help over there than she can over here. Where here, I have to keep a close eye on her to make sure she doesn't hurt any of my animals. There's nothing that she would harm, and she's really, really excellent with guarding the goats and the larger forms of livestock. But with the smaller forms, like the birds and rabbits and things along that line, her prey drive is too high. And that comes from interbreeding, a difference. She's not a pure Pyrenees. But back to all this craziness. So I dropped the dog off, and then went to, I didn't go to the Dollar Tree, I went to grocery outlet. I haven't been able to find bay leaves for 3 months. That's ridiculous. Bay leaves is one of the most common seasonings, and I haven't been able to find them in any of the stores locally. So I went into grocery outlet, left with a whole lot more than just some bay leaves, but that's beside the point. And then came straight home. But them trying to track and follow me, all this zigzagging and loop-de-looping and, trying to predict where they thought I was going and versus where I actually went, and all this nonsense, stalking me. I will shrink this back down again. But that's all I did. I went to Walmart, dropped the dog off at a friend's, got groceries at grocery outlet, and came home. And my friend lives off of Fritz. So you see them following me to my friends. To drop off the dog and hanging around, and then following around. A bunch of freaking stalkers. But anyway, that was yesterday, and I believe the date was 3/24/2022. Yep, it was exactly 3/24.